Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tropicana Field and the third and final day of the Power Showcase Pro Series 13 and under World Championships. Stream Live Tampa, this is Mikey Paris with Javier Nunez working the board for us today. Our first game of the day is going to be the Georgia Dream versus the Florida Dodgers. The Dream come in 0-2 with 8 runs for and 25 against. And the Dodgers come in, there's our first pitch of the ball game, 2-0 with 16 runs for and 6 runs against, which the runs for and against can come into play in a tiebreaker situation. This is Keon Johnson, and he leads off the game with a hard line drive right to left field. Number 21 on the mound for the Dodgers today. It's going to be Carson Fliss on the mound. Checks the runner over there. The second batter today for the Georgia Dream is going to be Ethan DeJesus. 4 games on Sunday, 4 games on Monday, and now 4 games on Tuesday. No place I'd rather be. Stream Live Tampa coming to you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you've caught any of our broadcasts this week, please go and like and share and retweet at Stream Live Tampa on all 3 platforms. Here's the 1-0, misses upstairs. So 2-0 now, just getting started. A lovely steamy Petersburg, Florida, but a cool and comfortable 72 degrees inside the dome. Here's the pitch. Gets the call up there for the high strike at the letters. Ball is driven deep into left field. Colton Galat's got a beat on it. Struggles a tad, but does make the catch. That'll be the first out of the ball game for Carson Fliss. Have a couple more games this morning, and then things will be reseeded based on record and runs for and against, and we'll have a consolation game in the afternoon and the championship game. Checks the runner. Jordan Johnson to the plate now. For the Dream. And the pitch. This is upstairs. It's been an outstanding 3 days. This is the first major showcase for Stream Live Tampa, especially at an event at a place like Tropicana Field. It's just been a joy to call the games all 3 days. Had some help yesterday from Jared Guthrie from 813 Preps. Runner goes. He'll make it easily as the ball misses upstairs. That's a stolen base for Johnson. Flying solo today for my 3rd day of calling ball games. The one-man booth. Red Barber, Vince Scully, the great Jim Brockmeyer, and now Mikey Paris. One-man booth today. And the pitch. Ball is skied deep into the umbrella of the dome. 2 guys have a chance, but it's going to fall in between the 3. A lot of foul territory here at Tropicana Field. They had the ball triangulated, but it just falls in between all 3, so it is a long strike. That'll run the count to 2-1. Coffee just taking effect this morning. I'll be watching live on the Facebook stream, so if you guys help me out with any player movement that I'm not allowed or not able to keep up with, I'm trying to keep the book, make sure we've got everything going technically, and call the game. So if you help me out, I will appreciate it. That ball is driven to right field. Brody Craft's got a beat on it, comes in and makes the play. Runner's not able to tag up. Nice play by Craft. So Carson Fliss now trying to work around the leadoff single by Keon Johnson. Couple fly balls. Johnson with the stolen base is in scoring position, but this will be first baseman number 7, Big John Robbins, left-handed hitter. 6 foot 180. Has turned 14, league age 13. Here's Fliss. Just misses outside. Got Jared Neal behind the plate today in the first game. Josue Torres is at second, Will Kistler at third, and Will Galan at first base. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss on a nice pitch on the outside corner. That'll make it 1-1. We'll have a 2-hour time limit on games. Keep the schedule going smooth. The 1-1 from Fliss. Little off speed. The ball is in play. I don't know if they're going to be able to reach it. They will not. Once again, lots of foul territory. Moving up from the smaller field to the big field for these young men. Playing on turf. Most likely for the first time, and definitely for the first time on this specific turf at Tropicana Field. It's a spongy feel to it and a lot of big bounces. The ball skips quickly on a ball hit hard. So I'm sure the kids have adjusted from their first couple of games. Ball misses down. Robbins would not bite on the off-speed pitch in the dirt. That runs it to 2-2. Seen a lot of great baseball over the last 3 days. And a lot of very large 13-year-old human beings. Runner will go to third. Throw is over the head. That's going to allow the first run of the ball game to score. Left fielder comes in, tries to make the play to no avail. Meet Rogers just lost the handle on the throw over to third base, and it goes into the left field for a throwing error to allow the run to score, and that'll run the count to 3-2 on Robbins. Still with 2 outs, though. Rogers had a very good chance to get the runner going to third. He just air-mailed it a little bit into left field. Here's the 3-2 from Fliss to Robbins. Misses upstairs. So a couple of fly balls sandwiched in between 2 walks for Fliss here in the first. This will be Robin Cope, the pitcher now. Number 24, 6'5", 190. Stepped into the batter's box. A large angle between the legs of the 6'5" Robin Cope. I remember facing off in Little League against a gentleman named Mike Golden from East Point Little League. And he was the 6'5" guy that we used to face. Gershom Dallas from Belmont Heights Little League. Some of these guys sprint up fast. Here's the pitch from Fliss. This is outside. 2-2 now. So Fliss will take a peek at Robbins. Don't believe he's going anywhere. Just misses on the outside corner. That'll run the count full. Robbins will be able to get a jump now with the count full and 2 outs. The size of the field here with a ball hitting the gap. Possibility with the running start to score from first base on a gapper. Checks the runner. He might have him. Just gets his hand back in. Had him leaning right there, folks. When it's 3-2, that's a good lesson to learn. You always know to make the pitcher go to the plate. You've got that running start. Robbins trying to get that extra step. And he'll go to the plate. Fastball up at the letters, swing and a miss by Cope, and that'll retire the side. But a run does score on a single stolen base at error. So it'll be 1 run on 1 hit with 1 runner left in the top of the first inning, with the visiting Florida Dodgers coming to the plate. It'll be Craft, Hanna, and Murray for the 2-0 Dodgers, looking to get that run back. We'll be right back here on Stream Live Tampa. Back at Tropicana Field here in the bottom of the first inning now. The Florida Dodgers come to the plate trying to get back the run that scored for the Dream. On the mound will be Cope for the Georgia Dream, and this will be Brody Craft, the right fielder, leading it off for the Dodgers. It's the first pitch of the game. First pitch just misses 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Mikey Paris for Stream Live Tampa at the Pro Series Power Showcase 13 and under World Championships. Teams from 8 or 9 different states, but 6 different teams playing games today. 2-0 now. Mr. James Wade let me know that Jim Brockmeyer never needed help with the book. I do not have the specific Gatorade that Jim Brockmeyer enjoys. If I had a little of that, I probably could handle it all on my own, Mr. Wade. 3-0 now. Here's Cope. Gets that call, 3-1. Big 6'5" left-hander on the hill, facing the left-hander Brody Craft, 5'8", 130. And the 3-1. Misses outside. So both teams get the leadoff batter on board here in the first inning. One via hit, one via walk. This will be Trip Hanna, the shortstop. The lefty looks in, goes over to first. Guaranteed that Cope will have 27 different moves to first base. Needs to be careful, though. These umpires have called a plethora of balks over the first 2 days, mostly on the no hesitation. Good pitch right there. Fills it up with a fastball. 0-1 now to Hannah. Here's the 0-1 from the lanky lefty. And he gets him right there with a pick, and that's going to be a balk because he had to throw it to first base to not step off. And Mikey Paris, being the soothsayer that he is, saw it coming from a mile away. There's our first balk of the day. Right there, folks. He's got to go ahead and throw it through to first base and go from there. Brody Craft was caught, but he gets to second base on the balk. Count runs to 1-1 now. All a new experience for these kids coming to the mound with stealing, coming to the 13-year-old age. Maybe different now with the travel ball teams. Everything has changed since I played with the Dinosaurs. But a big adjustment from the small field to the big field nonetheless. Back on right there. Ball in the dirt, but it scooped out nicely. Did not get him on the back of the foot. Nice play by the third baseman over there, Davis, at third, to keep that ball from going into left field. We almost saw a carbon copy of the first inning, but the third baseman able to make the play but not get the tag. So Kraft moves to third, and it's a 3-1 hitters count right now for the second hitter, Trip Hannah, looking to tie this game up. And the pitch. Ball is skied on the infield. Robbins will make the play for the first out of the game. So stranding Kraft at third right now. This will be Josh Murray, center fielder. Josh Murray has some hops, and he will play a rangy center field from what I've seen the last 2 days. Ball misses just inside. So a 1-0 count from Cope. And the pitch. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Cannot be found by Murray. So 1-1. Infield will concede the run unless it's hit sharply to the corners to try to get the out for number 2. Nice pitch right there. Could not be found by Murray again. 1-2 now. Center fielder shading towards right. Everyone else pretty much straight away. And the pitch. Again on the outside corner. Nice pitch right there from Cope. And that'll retire Murray on the swinging strike for out number 2. So it's going to be Colton Galat here, the left fielder, trying to pick up his team and knock in that ever-elusive 2-out RBI. 5'8", 140 for Galat. And the pitch. Line straight back on a nice cut on a fastball right at the belt. Cope's been using the outside corner and working up and down a little bit. That one got a lot of the plate. Just missed by Galat. Steps out now in the 0-1 count. We'll set the defenses for you starting the second inning. Misses up the strike on the outside corner. That runs it to 0-2. So Robin Cope trying to get out of the RBI situation here with no damage done. Ball is tapped to the shortstop. cut off by the third baseman and throws over to first. Beautiful play by Delon Davis at third. I believe if he does not cut that ball off, the runner would make it and the run would have scored. So that's a run-saving play by the third baseman Davis. But that'll do it for the Dodgers with no runs, no hits, one left on base. And after one, it's 1-0. Dream over the Dodgers. Mikey Parrish for Stream Live Tampa. We'll go ahead and set the defenses right now for you. The Georgia Dream will have Robbins at first, Ray at second, Johnson at shortstop, Davis at third, number 13 Johnson in left, Davis in center field, and Jared James in right field. Robin Cope is on the mound, setting the defense for the Dodgers. Meet Rogers behind the plate, Carson Fliss on the mound, Mason Jones at first, JJ at second base, Trip Hanna, the shortstop, Ty Gray at third, Colton Galat in left field, Josh Murray, the center fielder, and Brody Craft in right. They'll have extra hitters that we'll let you know about when they come up to bat. And we'll get ready for the top of the second in a 1-0 ball game right after this. Back at Tropicana Field, Mikey Parrish here in a 1-0 ball game with the Georgia Dream leading the Florida Dodgers. Jared James leading off, number 5. Ball misses from Fliss. So 1-0 now for Jared James. Ball is scorched down the left field line, but foul. It's the right fielder. 3-day tournament today. All teams will get 3 games in. They'll see the teams, and we'll have a championship game at the end of the day. Nice off-speed pitch, just misses inside. So 2 balls and a strike now. Nate Wade has moved to right field, and Caleb has moved to first. That ball's going to be in the gap between third and short for a base hit. Mr. Wade, I will be your best friend all day long if you keep me informed like that, sir. I do appreciate it. They go to the official score, but they don't stop by and see us radio TV slackers. Ball hit into center field. Josh Murray on the run. Makes a half-diving catch, but does make the catch. Nice play. As I alluded to earlier, Josh Murray can cover some ground out there in center field. Wearing the 42 of Jackie Robinson. Colin Thomas now the catcher, also number 42. Left-hander steps in. Ball misses outside for ball 1. So Caleb had moved to first base, and Nate Wade now in right field for the Dodgers. They will move people around with the extra hitters a lot to get the kids on the field, to get them some experience out on the field, and to get their pitching set up for later in the game. so I may be behind just a little bit on a couple moves, but I will do my best to keep up. 2-0 now. Colin Thomas, 5'6", 135. Jared James over there at first. They check the runner. Back in time. The 2-0 offering with 1 out. And the runner goes. Throw from the knees will not be in time. So it'll be a stolen base for James. With 1 out, he moves into scoring position. Pretty much straight away for the defense for the Dodgers. Maybe a shade towards right. Squares the bunt on the 3-0 count. That'll be a walk. So it'll be first and second now. And we'll have a visit from the Dodgers coach. See if he'll make a move or he just wants to settle down. Carson Fliss. We'll be right back after this visit to the mound. I'm Mikey Paris on Stream Live Tampa. We'll be right back. All right, we're back at it here with 1 out in the top of the first inning. The Georgia Dream trying to add to their 1-0 lead. The runners at first and second for Chance Dixon. 0-1 to Dixon. Left-hander. Pitch misses outside to even the count 1-1. Stop by Ferg's for one frosty beverage on the way after 4 games or 8 games in 2 days. Get back to the hotel. Little League World Series is on. I'm a freak like that. Nice off-speed pitch in for a strike, 1-2. With travel ball and everything, a lot of things have changed as far as Little League, but still fun to watch the kids go to Williamsport, Pennsylvania and play ball on ESPN and then on ABC for the final. And the 1-2 fouled off into the seats. The count will stay right where it is, 1-2. Hanging in, we've got Ray on deck for the Dream. Nice off-speed pitch, just misses outside. It's been absolutely a first-class event from beginning to end. The facilities and the hotel, that's the easy part, but to Brian Domenico and the staff of the Pro Series and Tropicana Field, everything has just been fantastic. I can't imagine the amount of times that Brian's cell phone has gone off in the last 3 days, but everything has run as smooth as I could imagine it being. Besides me getting lost from trying to find the hotel 2 blocks from it, it's been a great day. I live in this town. You walk around and you get inside of some of those buildings, clueless. Here's the 3-2. Nice pitch, but it wasted right there by Chance Dixon. Nice job of wasting that pitch on the outside corner. Georgia Dream, coached by Josh Burris, who was a first-round draft pick by the Atlanta Braves. Career was cut short by a torn labrum. Still in the game that he loves. 3-2 again from Fliss with one out, runners on first and second. Looking for that ground ball to roll him up. And the 3-2. Right out there again. Dixon could not spoil that one, and a much-needed strikeout for Carson Fliss. For Chance Dixon, I'm sorry. Chance Dixon on the strikeout. Carson Ray now with two outs, looking for the two-out RBI, 5'5", 125. Here's Fliss. Ball is drilled to left field. That is not going to be caught, and it's going to go deep into the corner. Georgia Dream start the merry-go-round as they are rounding the bases. They're going to throw to second. The runner's going to try to score. It's going to be close at home plate. He is in there. The ball was fielded nicely out in left field by Galati. Elected to go to second, not thinking the runner was going to try to score from home. Throw to second, not in time. The relay then to the plate was just missed in time, so two more runs will score for the Dream on the absolute screamer into the left field corner. That brings up Kalon Davis now. The third baseman. Pops straight up. Shortstop will go out. Murray coming in. Shortstop will make the play. Nice job there by Tripp Hanna to get that third and final out, but the Georgia Dream add to their lead on the strength of a 2 RBI double by Ray. It'll be going to the bottom of the second. 3-0 Georgia Dream over the Florida Dodgers. We'll be right back after this. Mason Jones to the plate for the Dodgers. They have some work to do, find themselves down 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Remaining on the hill is Cope for the Dream. Mason Jones, the 5'11", 165 red-handed hitter, playing first base. Big hit by Thomas last inning to knock in the 2 runs, 2 outs. Foul ball bounces right back out to the pitcher, Cope. Jared Neal will check the ball, gives it his seal of approval. Right back to Cope, and we're back to baseball with a 1-1 count, nobody out. Bottom of the second. Right in there for strike 2. And the 1-2. Off-speed pitch, catches the corner. Mason Jones was taking a look, and he sees that did cross over the plate for the strikeout looking. Cope off to a great start for the Dream, and this will be J.J. Matuson, second baseman. Trying to bunt. It's a good idea. Got to get your team going. Got to get that first hit before you can get your second one. And the Dodgers are looking for just that. Fouled off again. Cope has been strong and around the plate all day long. Here's the 0-2. Tip pitch and caught by the catcher right there. Thomas for the out. So 2 down now on a couple of Ks. 2 different ways. One looking and one swinging. A foul tip caught by the catcher. So the catcher now for the Dodgers. This will be Hunter Meat Rogers. Old-time catcher for Florida State, Mike Martin Jr., who is now the coach after the legendary Mike Martin, also with the nickname Meat. Here's the pitch. Upped in there. That ball had some steam on it at the letters for strike 1. Hunter Rogers 5'6", 120. That one missed just outside and up, 1-1. The 1-1. Misses down. The 2-1 now. Meet Rogers will await the 2-1 pitch. 3-0 ball game. Dodgers looking for that first hit of the game. Fastball is dotted out to left field. Johnson out there cannot make the play. It's going to skip past him. Hunter Rogers, the catcher, he's going to get at least to third. He'll have to hold up there. On the diving play, I'm going to call that a triple. Ball was tapped pretty good out there to Jordan Johnson. He came in, tried to make a diving play, and it did get by him. I don't believe it hit the glove before it hit the ground. I'm going to call that a triple. I am not the official scorer, but I am the Mikey scorer. So it's a hit up on the board, so they agreed with me up there from the official guys. So with 2 outs, runner on third, Cope will try to get Carson Fliss, his adversary on the mound right now, to strand that runner at third. Carson Fliss, 5'8", 140. And the pitch. Missed down. Two 2-0 now, as Cope wanted that pitch. It's right in the area. Had a pitch right there on the outside corner that was tipped by Fliss, but could not be caught up to. Tipped right into the glove. To Anthony Davis, the catcher. That ball is right in there. Anthony Davis Jr. We'll get that straightened out here in 1 second. 2-2 now. Dismissed inside is a hop off the mound by Cope. He is all around there. Early in the game, want to take it easy. Throwing well. Wanted a couple pitches right there. I like that one better than the first one. And here's the pitch. That misses inside, and the run will score. On a pass ball, Carson Fliss will walk. And that will allow Rogers to score. Ty Gray now for the Dodgers. Cope a little dejected. He knows he was one strike away from getting out there with no runs scored. But the Dodgers do chip away with the one. At least. Trying to have a two-out rally now. Ty Gray, 6 foot 130. Third baseman today. And the runner goes. He's going to be picked off. See if they can make the play, and they do. Oh, he did drop the ball on the tag. It was played absolutely perfectly by the first baseman, John Robbins. He stepped to the inside, made a good, strong throw to the shortstop, and Johnson could not keep the ball in his glove on the tag. Might have been kicked out a little bit there by Fliss. Not against the rules if you're sliding in. Pop that knee up a tad. Knocked the ball out of the glove of Johnson to keep him at second base with 2 outs. Dodgers trying to score again. Ball misses upstairs. Robin Cope trying to stay inside of himself, and Coach Burris is going to step out there right now, as I got a feeling he tried to overthrow right there just to make up after a play where you think you're out of the inning and you want to walk off that field. Sometimes you'll have a tendency to do that, try to do too much and overthrow to try to do it all yourself. And I think that's what Josh Burris just said to the young man right there. Just stay inside yourself, still throwing well, control what you can control. He's pretty much been lights out so far today. Here's the 1-0. He'll throw to second. The ball will get away, but didn't caught by Fliss quick enough to try to make it to third. With 2 outs, no need to do that with a base hit if you're not 100% sure. No need to chance it. In scoring position already. So unless you break right away, good decision by Fliss. That ball is drilled straight up in the air. Shortstop, third baseman coming over. Could be trouble. Shortstop will not make the play. The runner will score from second. Couldn't make the play. Folks, we've said it every game that I've called from here. This dome is murder on professional athletes. So anytime I see a play like that, I do not fault the player at all. He'll tell you that he should have made that play, obviously. But Johnson just had it flick off the side of his glove. So 3-2 now, still with 2 outs and runner on first. That pitch right down the middle for strike one. This will be Cole Dennis now. Ball's fouled out. It'll be 0-2. So the Florida Dodgers finding some imaginative ways to score runs to get it back to 3-2. But you will take it all day long. A run is a run. Here's the pitch. That one misses up a little bit on the 5-6 Dennis. That'll run the count to 2-2. Cole Dennis for the 2-2. Ball misses outside. No chance for the catcher there. That'll be a wild pitch, and the runner will move to second. 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jared Neal keeping us all well informed from behind the dish. Steps out for Cole Dennis. Knows the importance of this pitch. A base hit here could tie this ball game up. Cope to the plate. Just a piece ruined nicely by Cole Dennis, protecting that outside corner. Frustrates the pitcher to no end when you foul off a pitch that he put exactly where he wanted and you make him have to throw another one. Robin Cope almost out of this inning with no runs scored and a low pitch count, but the Dodgers have made them work. That ball right there caught more of the plate, and you can see how it was fouled back. Cole Dennis was right on it. So it'll stay 2-2, and we've got a nice little battle going on between Cope and Dennis here. Who will win the battle? Right there, it's going to be trickled over to third base. Fielded nicely by Davis. He throws to first, and a nice job by John Robbins with the stretch towards right field to make the play. And for Cope, mercifully, the inning is over. They come in, but the Dodgers do plate 2 on 1 hit and a couple of errors. So going into the top of the third, it's going to be 3-2. Georgia Dream over the Florida Dodgers. We'll be right back with the top of the third from Tropicana Field. Mikey Parrish back here at Tropicana Field. Brody Craft will now move to left field. Brody Craft will now move to right field. Wade to left field. Mason Jones still at first. JJ Matusa moves to second. And the batter is Christopher Guillory. Colton Galato moved to third for the Dodgers. Trying to get some changes made here. It's 1-1 is the count to Christopher Guillory. 5'9", 130. As Fliss continues on the mound, and now a 3-2 ball game. Ball misses low. Go 2-1. Moves Galat to third base. J.J. Matusin at second. Nate Wade in left. Brody Craft back to right field. And the 2-1 is dotted into the gap in left center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. He will go shopping at the gap. Pick up a pair of jeans and a shirt, young man. Ball got in nicely by the new left fielder, Nate Wade, to keep it to a double. So Guillory with the leadoff double. Here in the top of the third. Thanks a lot, Mr. Wade. I do really appreciate it. I will owe you a beverage of your choice if we get to meet up. If it's happy hour. Outside of happy hour, you're on your own. All right, here's Ellis Appling. With no outs now. Going to play a little small ball. He gets the bunt down nicely. Had a chance for him at third. Decides to go to first base to get the safe out. That's an out right there, but a productive out for the Dream. So Keon Johnson now back to the top of the order for the Dream with one out and a runner at third. Dodgers will concede the run for the out early in the ball game. Might get a word with him. Definitely had a chance for him at third. Had in his mind to go to first automatically. Ball behind the hitter. Keon Johnson trying to take one for the team and just got inside. Josh Burris down at third, coaching the secondary lead from third base. Go down in foul territory and back in fair. That ball screamed to the third baseman right there. He makes the nice play. He's going to throw over to first. Just beats the throw. It'll be an infield hit for Keon Johnson, using the speed to get to first base. So that'll score Guillory, making it 4-2. As this game has the makings of a barn burner, we may have another pitching change here. And I will be right back with you on Stream Live Tampa. Mikey Paris and Javier Nunez. Stream Live Tampa. Be right back. Back to work for Carson Fliss now with one out and a runner on first base. Here in the bottom of the third, or in the top of the third, in a 4-2 ball game. Dream lead the Dodgers. Action in the bullpen down there for the Florida Dodgers. Throw over to first, back in plenty of time. This will be Ethan DeJesus, 5'8", 130. Get a quick word from Coach Burris. Awaits the first pitch from Fliss. Ball fouled directly into right field stands. Oh, 0-1 now. Jordan Johnson in the on-deck circle. Throw over, runner back in time. The 0-1 from Fliss to Ethan DeJesus. Off-speed pitch, served nicely into right field for a base hit. Right fielder Brody Craft will come up. He's going to come up throwing to third base. It will not be in time, and behind the throw, he's going to get the runner behind the throw on a bang-bang play at second base. So DeJesus will be caught, but he did have a base hit, and that will move Keon Johnson to third base. But a big second out at second base. Josue Torres says he got him at second base for the second out. Big out for the Dodgers. So a runner at third for Jordan Johnson. Big John Robbins waits on deck, hoping to get another turn this inning. Jordan Johnson, the 1-0. Off speed, gets him in the shoulder, and that will get John Robbins to the plate. Off speed pitch, turned the shoulder and caught it nicely up on the shoulder. Robbins walked in the first. Dodgers setting their defense with the first and third and 2 outs. Always one of the most challenging plays for younger teams, especially first time up on the big league field. And the pitch. John Robbins, first pitch swinging with a nice cut, fouled it straight back. So Fliss trying to limit the damage and keep the Dodgers within 2. John Robbins, 6 foot, 180. Off speed again, but missed outside. Here's the 1-1. Runner does go this time. Robbins with a nice job, but it's going to get through. That's going to be an RBI single, and the runner will advance to third. At least Robbins will stay at first base. Just out of the reach of J.J. Matusin at second base. But that's a hit at an RBI for Mr. Robbins. Get another visit to the mound here by the Dodgers. And while we take a break, we'll get everything straightened out, find out who's going to be coming in to pitch next. We'll be right back here on Stream Live Tampa. Mikey Paris back for Stream Live Tampa. at the inaugural Pro Series Power Showcase 13 and Under World Championships from Tropicana Field in lovely St. Petersburg, Florida. It's a 5-2 ball game now with runners at first and third and 2 outs here in the top of the third. And to the plate is going to be Robin Cope. He's the pitcher. And on the mound is Caleb Keatsman, right-hander, number 13. Guys, it's always a challenge broadcasting games where you're not too familiar with the players for each team. This is the third day, and I'm getting better at it. And a few guys stick out. Robin Cope is one of them, 6'5", 190. Ball misses outside, but Keatsman's got some good velocity. Coming in relief. Going to try to find that release point. So 2-0 now. 2 out. Keep an eye on the runner at first. That's Robbins. The RBI single. Keatsman in there for strike one. Robin Cope not cheated at all on that swing. Cope awaits the 2-1 from Keatsman. All right in there. Fouled straight back. Nice level swing by Cope. Nice fastball on the outside corner from Keatsman. So 2-2 now with 2 outs. So the proverbial 2 outs, 2 on, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Keatsman goes fastball down low in the zone, and Cope cannot find it. So Keatsman comes in and does the job for the Dodgers. Limiting the damage on his part, doing what he can. 5-2 now. They'll go to the Dodgers looking to make a dent and try to crawl back closer. 5-2 after 3.5. We'll be right back with the bottom of the third from Tropicana Field. Mikey Parrish, Stream Live Tampa. We'll be right back. Mikey Parrish back here at Tropicana Field. We'll go to the bottom of the third in a 5-2 ball game between the Georgia Dream and the Florida Dodgers. Trying to get that cell phone charging so I can keep an eye on Facebook for you. First pitch from Cope. This will be Graham Rosenstone. It's going to foul off to right field, not going to be caught. So with a 1-1 count, Rosenstone steps in 5'3", 104. for the Dodgers. Back on here. Fastball misses inside. Pops him it good. 2-1 though. As Graham Rosenstone, leadoff hitter this inning, looking to get something started for the Dodgers. Grounded to third, it'll be foul. Florida Dodgers coached by Jimbo Hanna. Appreciate the kind words on Facebook, folks. Love the job. Hardly call it a job. We'll do 12 games in 3 days. Ball misses upstairs. Gonna win the count to 3-2. Went home Sunday night. Caught baseball movies. Went home last night. Caught the Little League World Series. Right down the middle there for Cope. Could not be caught up by Rosenstone. Popped the mitt for a strikeout for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Nate Wade, who has moved to left field now. Cope looks in. Inside corner right there. Cope filling it up nicely for the Dream. There's the 0-1. Moves to the outside corner for that one. Just ticked, but strike two nonetheless. The 0-2 bounces up there, and Nate Wade would not bite. The 1-2 from Cope. Right back to Mikey Paris. Wakes him up early in the morning right now. Feels good. Tell you what, folks. That ball came directly back at me. Made the hair on my arm stand up. Baseball will let you know you're alive. I promise you that. Here's the 1-2. Nate Wade. Ball misses upstairs. Just missed. That'll run the count to 2-2. Ball misses in. As I got a quick phone call there, probably someone checking on my car warranty. Robocalls are annoying. Fouled off right there on the 3-2. Nate Wade, a nice job wasting that pitch on the outside corner from Cope. And he will lose him, so the leadoff runner is aboard. Oh, I'm sorry, the second batter of the inning's aboard. We had that strikeout. So with one out, Wade at first. This will bring Keatsman to the plate, trying to help his own cause, climbing back in this game. Did a great job getting out of the first and third situation with 2 outs when he came in for relief. Keeping the score right at 5-2. 6'1", 159 for the pitcher, Caleb Keatsman. Pitch misses outside. Just getting started today, folks. Game 1 of 4 today. We'll go off about 12:15. 3 o'clock is 5:45. And we'll see each team in the tournament today. I've had an absolute joy calling the ball games. The 2-0 pitch now. Hitters count for Keatsman. Courtesy check to first base. Keatsman looks ready to rip on this 2-0. Here it is from Cope. Go back to first again. (5-2) again. 7 hits already for the Dream. Only 1 for the Dodgers. And the pitch. Keatsman lets the fastball go. Gives a little flinch. So 2-1 now. Another courtesy throw to first. Let's have a scouting report on Nate Wade. It says he likes to go. Tough to do against the lanky lefty. Fastball upstairs. Chased that time by Keatsman. Sometimes you let the one go by that you wanted last pitch, and you want to be so ready for the next one that you'll expand the zone, and that's what happened right there. Here's the 2-2 now. Back over to first. Cope is ready, and Keatsman awaits. And they got him picked off again now. Let's see how many throws it will take. He's going to get run down. He does get him just in time. It was a race to the bag. So tough with left-handed pitchers. He did the head to the plate, but the foot to first. Fooled the base runner. So they get the pickoff for the second out of the inning. And that'll keep it at 2-2 to Keatsman, now with bases empty. Fastball up in under his hands a little bit for strike 3. That will do it as Robin Cope continues to get a little stronger and a little stronger. And the Georgia Dream will look to go for some tack-on runs to the top of the 4th. 5-2. Mikey Paris from Tropicana Field. We'll be right back. Mikey Paris back at Tropicana Field. We've got a 5-2 ball game here in the top of the fourth. Leading off for the Dream will be Jared James, and that one hits the plexiglass right behind home plate. Keatsman on the mound still for the Dodgers. He gets ahead right here, 0-1. Ball tapped to third. It will be foul. So Keatsman ahead in the count, 0-2. On the right fielder, Jared James. 0-2 now. Let's see what Keatsman decides to do. Goes off speed on the outer half. James would not chase. Anthony Davis Jr. awaits on deck. The Dream center fielder. The 1-2 now. Keatsman tries to paint the corner, just misses on the outside. That'll run it to 2-2. Tyler Gray to third base now for the Dodgers. Off-speed pitch, buckles the knees of Jared James. He'll go down looking for the first out. Trip Hanna to shortstop. JJ to second. Oh, that's the old one I looked. Colton to center. I did not have. Thank you. First pitch swinging. Ball fouled directly back for Anthony Davis Jr. All right, I think I got it. Here's the 0-1 from Keatsman. Off speed, misses on the outside half as Anthony Davis did not offer. The 1-1. Curveball. Tried to snap it off to catch the inside corner that time. Just missed inside. So a couple of pitches that were very close, but they missed nonetheless. 2-1. This with the fastball now. Three and one now. Hitters count to Anthony Davis Jr. That'll miss outside, and that'll be a walk. That'll bring up Thomas, the catcher. For the Dream, with the runner at first and nobody out. Keatsman back to work. Ball misses way outside. Velocity still good for Keatsman, just trying to find that release point. Anthony Davis Jr. with a nice lead at first. He'll go over. Gets him back. That was a big lead. You had to throw over right there. Had that left leg cocked and ready for the push-off. To turn and go. Turn and burn, as they say. Here's the 1-0. Oh, he goes with the quicker move, but the ball does get away. That's going to let Davis go all the way to third, I do believe, and he will. He'll get the ball back in on the infield, but once that got by, you knew Davis Jr. was going to make it to third easily, and he did. Keatsman with a very good move, which was definitely his A move to first base, but the ball was just a little in the dirt, and it went into right field. He set him up nicely with his first move, and he had that second one in the chamber to fire. just a little bit low. So 1-0 with the runner at third now and 1 out. Ball misses upstairs to Thomas. So Meat Rogers will go out, speak real quick to Keatsman. And Colin Thomas will await the 2-0. 5'6", 135 for Thomas. Middle infielder, center fielder. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch. This is upstairs, 3-0 now. That'll bring another visit from the Dodgers coach. This is Mikey Parrish for Stream Live Tampa. We'll take a little break to get a sip of water. We'll be right back. Mikey Parrish back at Tropicana Field. After the meeting at the mound, I think the only thing happened there will get Josh Murray back out into center field. It's a 3-0 count with 1 out. The runner at third for Keatsman. Colin Thomas at the plate for the Dream. Ball misses upstairs. So that'll put him at first and third. With 1 out. Had a question on whether the third to first move is legal in this particular tournament. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But I don't see why it's needed either, to be honest. But here, actually, with these guys being inexperienced with the field and the base running, third to first could work. That was something that, when it first started happening, even in the big leagues, guys would get caught sleeping at first base. And now it's just more of an annoying thing for the people watching at home and in the crowd. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't be. As long as he takes the step towards third and then snaps back to first. Having to do that kind of ruins the surprise. But we'll see. Chance Dixon will be coming to the plate. With 1 out. Being 5-2 and Chance Dixon at the plate, I might think about having the infield in here. It's going to be tough to turn 2 on this young man. But that's why I'm sitting here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. The runner goes. Now we'll see what they do with the defense. like they're staying back at the moment. It's a bunt situation if you're talking to Mikey. Go for that tack-on run. Dixon looks like he's going to swing away. Goes 1-1. Walter Bell watching from home, rooting on the Dream. Thank you, sir. And as we've discussed, Mr. James Wade, my hero. There's a strike right there, 1-2 for Keatsman. Jimbo Hanna playing for the strikeout here. Strikeout pop-up. See how it works out. Here's the pitch from Keatsman, the 1-2. Just misses outside, 2-2. That'll even it up. Now they're going to creep in a little bit. So they'll go with the left-handed hitter. They'll keep the second baseman back to try to avoid the 2 RBIs. They'll bring the shortstop in. Misses outside. We're on the same page a little bit now. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, folks. Everyone has their own philosophy and what they like to do. But here's a 3-2, big pitch. Going to miss outside. That'll load the bases. So with the bases full of Dream, Ray will be the hitter. Number 10, Carson Ray, the second baseman for the Dream. And Keatsman looking to try to wiggle off this hook in a 5-2 ball game. In a time limit situation, this is a very big moment in this ball game. Especially for the Florida Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Carson Ray. Fastball for a strike. He's ahead 0-1. Again, looking for that strikeout pop-up to get that second out. The 0-1. Curveball. It was a very good pitch. Carson Ray checked his swing, did not take it. That's a tough take right there. Not a bad pitch at all from Caleb Keatsman. Could not get Carson Ray to chase. Here's the 1-1. Fastball, I think that's going to get through the hole, and it will. At least one will score. We'll see what he does. He'll hold him up. They'll play station to station to go for the big inning right there. Coach Burris holds him up immediately. But a base hit from Carson Ray will make it 6-2. Just found that hole between third and short. As a player, that's where I used to live. Just hit the ball right there constantly, there or up the middle. So Colin Davis now with bases loaded and 1 out. As Coach Josh Burrows plays for the big inning as it's 6-2. Fastball driven high into center field. That'll be Murray. We'll see if it's deep enough. Murray coming in hard. He will make the play. Let's see, the throw to the plate is strong. It will just not be in time. That'll plate another run for the Dream. Josh Murray coming in on the ball, made a strong throw, but the speed of the Dream runner beats it to the plate. That was not a to the fence ball, but it was not shallow either. So that throw was very strong from Murray in center. But they will get the second out, puts the score to 7-2. Second and third now for Keatsman facing Christopher Guillory, who had a hit earlier in the game. Fastball in there for a strike. Guillory agrees. So no 1 count. Keatsman trying to stop the bleeding. Curveball, nice pitch. That'll put it to 0-2. Guillory looking fastball right there all the way. Took a tennis racket swing at it after he saw the curve breaking. 0-2 now. Keatsman could go either way, but you blocking everything behind the plate. Curveball just misses inside and down. One and two now. Could go either way. Guillory trying to protect. Goes fastball up and in, and Guillory does foul it straight back. Good little battle right here with two ducks on the pond, two more Aubrey eyes available for the Dream. And the Dodgers needing to keep it close with just the one hit so far in the ballgame. One and two. Goes with the curveball. It's going to be hit over to the second baseman, Matuson. Makes the play. He'll flip over to first base over there to Mason Jones. The Dodgers get out of the inning, but not before another couple of runs are pushed across by the Georgia Dream, and they now lead at 7-2. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth for the Florida Dodgers. They need to make some hay. We'll be right back after this. Mikey Parrish back here for Stream Live Tampa in the Pro Series Power Showcase. 7-2 ball game now. Robin Cope in control at the moment. This will be number 22, Brody Craft. I believe he's back out in right field at the moment. Dodgers have unlimited versatility. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to drop in nicely. Let's see if the left fielder can make the play and get it in. He'll hold up knowing that they need to get 5 runs. Johnson out left did a nice job getting that ball in. But a leadoff single from Brody Craft, the second hit of the day for the Dodgers. They're going to need to string some hits together to get back in this ball game. Tripp Hannon out of the shortstop. Here's the pitch from Cope. Misses inside. Runner will advance to second base. Trip Hanna now RBI opportunity. Number 2 in the order, shortstop. He's had a strong tournament. Trying to keep him close at second, but Cope to the plate. That's going to be a base. Off the shortstop's glove. It'll be a base hit unless they can get him. Gets off the first baseman's glove now. So the Dodgers will have second and third. You don't see too many plays where it went from a line drive base hit into center field to almost a leaning catch from the shortstop to turn it into a double play that ends up being off the glove, and then a strong throw to almost get the runner at first and just ticks off the glove of first baseman Robbins. So everyone's safe, second and third with nobody out for the Dodgers. Official score, I believe, goes with an error. Who he gave that to, flip a coin. That ball is dotted straight at the center fielder. It's going to fall in. That's going to be one for the Dodgers. Josh Murray with the base hit. RBI. And just like that, you can feel the momentum shift a little bit for the Florida Dodgers. Did not take long. As Robin Cope, you felt like he was fully in control with a 7-2 lead, and now all of a sudden it's 7-3 with first and third and nobody out. And you got the heart of the order coming up.
Just the pearls? Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. I don't want the pearls. Thank you.
Umpire comes back to grab some more baseballs, and we've got action in the bullpen for the Dream. Colton Galat to the plate now, first and third. 7-3, as the Dodgers are doing exactly what they needed to do, at least start chipping away. As the time limit can become a factor in these games, 2-hour time limit to keep everybody on schedule and to get that championship game in starting at 5:45. So the 5'8", 140 Colton Galat awaits the pitch from Cope. Just misses outside. The runner will try to advance. They'll go ahead and try to score the run, and he will. It'll be 7-4. So Hanna coming to score. That'll move Murray into second base in scoring position with nobody out, and a 1-0 count to Colton Galat. And in a blink of an eye, it's 7-4. Fastball misses down. It's a 2-0 now. It can happen just like that, folks. Cope back with a good, strong fastball. Gets it by Colton Galat. So 2-1. Speed on second base with Murray. Another good fastball and tick straight back by Galat. Got to run it to 2-2. Anything that gets in the outfield is going to be an RBI. They won't be able to catch Murray at the plate. So they'll have 2 cracks at it at least to try to make it 7-5. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. He's going to have to round the ball. It's going to be a close play at first, but a nice strong throw. He's not going to get him. Infield hit. You knew that was trouble once he had to make that circle on the ball. The strong throw, I thought he had a chance, but The speed of Galot gets him a base hit, and he's on first base. So now first and third. And we'll get a visit to the mound for Cope. We're going to go ahead and take a little break right here while they decide what's going to happen. We'll be right back in a 7-4 ball game. Your boy Mikey Parrish back here at Tropicana Field. First and third, nobody out situation, a 7-4 ball game. It's Mason Jones, the first baseman now. After the meeting on the mound, nice first pitch strike from Cope. Mason Jones looking to get this runner in from third with less than 2 outs. They'll look for 2 in the middle of the infield. And the pitch. Ball gets by the catcher. Murray will score easily. So in a game you felt like the Dream were in control just a mere 10 minutes ago, it's now 7-5. With the 6 run in scoring position with nobody out. And the 5'11", 165 Mason Jones at the plate. Here's the pitch. Ball on the outside. Gets ahead. Mason Jones looking to hit the ball to the right side. Get that runner over to third any way he can. Get that 6th run at third base with less than 2 outs. And he was looking that way all the way right there. Especially with the second baseman trying to hold on. Ball down. Nice job by the catcher that time, keeping the ball in front. So 1-2 now. And a game that has been exciting from the jump. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Still trying to go to right field, trying to do a nice job of hitting. It's 1-2 now. So he may not have as much flexibility to try to push it that way. But anything he puts in play with the middle infielders squeezing the bag at second. Outside of third base, he can get that runner over. Ball up. He's going to try to go to third. The ball's going to get into left field. They're going to score this run. They are going to score this run. So 7-6 now. And just like that, Mason Jones finds himself the tying run at the plate with a 2-2 count. And we'll be, regardless of what happens here, there's still nobody out. The face of this game has changed. I'm going to check on the catcher now. Has a little left knee issue maybe. So, folks, if you're just joining us at home, it was 7-2 to start this inning. The Florida Dodgers have pushed across 4 runs with nobody out, and it is 7-6. 6 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors for the Dodgers. 7 runs on 8 hits and 3 errors for the Dream. But it is a barn burner right now. Here's the pitch. This is outside. 2-2. Full 3-2. Check that. Now the count's full. Cope trying to get that first out. He bounces it up there. Catcher not getting the ball. He's going to go all the way to second base. That's going to be it. Now they're going to make a pitcher change and maybe a catching change. Going to check out over there. Folks, we'll have 3 more games later in today. This is the first game. And after the first 2 games, they'll have reseeds to see who is going to be in the championship game at 5:45. Consolation game right around 3:30. The Dream with 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Answered by 2 in the second by the Dodgers, and now 4 in the fourth to make it 7-6. And that's not a bad, giving up 6 runs. Robin Cope was very strong today. Big, tall left-hander did a great job. So we'll have a new pitcher now for the Dream. We'll get a name on this young man as soon as we can. It's going to be number 13. There's one. Johnson. So Johnson will be in the pitch. Jordan Johnson. Got a couple of Davises and a couple of Johnsons for the Dream. I'll let you listen in.
Yes, Jay Johnson.
Back at Tropicana Field, Mikey Paris in a 7-6 ball game now. Nobody out. The tying run now it's Dodgers. It's been a big turn of events here. The new pitcher, Jordan Johnson, checks the runner at second. Ball looped to third base for the out. Got in his kitchen right there. Ball busted on the hands, and it was a soft liner to third base. For mercifully, if you're a Georgia Dream fan, for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Meet Rogers. 1 out, still with the tying run at second. Ball misses out. For the new pitcher for the Dream, Keon Johnson, number 13. Hunter Rogers, 5'6", 120, awaits the 1-0. This is just down. The 2-0 now. Hitters count for Hunter Rogers. Just turned enough to second to not get the balk call from Josue Torres. That just missed on the outside as well. Had some great tailing action on that fastball. If he starts that a little in, that could fool some hitters. So Rogers with the 3-0 would be a big fat take. But this is the power showcase. I've seen 3 or 4 times that the hitters have got the hit away. The 3-0 count. We'll take the walk right there. Bring up Ty Gray. My bad, check that. Extra hitter, Carson Fliss, who started on the mound today. Here's Fliss. Had a walk earlier. And the pitch. Heads up. Second and third on a pitch airmailed. Second and third now, as the go-ahead run has found its way to second. Fastball misses outside, 2-0 now. Fliss ahead in the count. Infield goes about halfway. And the pitch. That one catches the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike now. Runner from third dances down. That's going to be a strike. Just slightly gets away. Inside the windup in the pitch, the runner at third took off a little bit towards the plate just to try to move the attention, but was heading back to third. You want to be right on your front foot with your weight heading to the plate before you turn around, and which you did a great job right there for number 14 at third base. Just had already turned back at third on the pitch prior, and that's the one that always pops away. Pitcher steps off. Remains in the windup. Remains in the stretch, I'm sorry. He's going to load the bases, just missed inside. So bases loaded with 1 out. And this will be number 72, the third baseman, Ty Gray now. With the bases loaded and the tying run just 90 feet away. Whew. Fastball up in the eyes. The cookie looked too good to take for Ty Gray. 6 foot 130. Took a good healthy cut. Tough to catch up to those. Fastball straight back to the wall. He gets a bouncer backer. They're going to get the runner at first at home. Nothing you can do on that if you're going to go on. You see the ball past the pitcher. Kids have never played in this building the last 2 days. You never know if it's going to hit the padding or if it's going to catch something hard behind the plate and bounce directly back. That's the joys and fun of Tropicana Field, and it drives major leaguers crazy. You just never know, but that's a huge second out cut down at the plate. The tying run by the luck of where the pitch hit. Fastball now for Johnson. Gets past Ty Gray. Folks, we're having some huge ebbs and flows in this game. If they get out of this still with the lead, goes right back. The momentum goes right back to the Dream. It's roller coaster city in Tropicana Field this morning. Fastball misses outside. Jordan Johnson gives it a good oomph when he get that fastball going. You heard that one going for the strikeout at 1-2. But Ty Gray will even the count 2-2 with 2 out. Runners are still at second and third, but it's going to take a 2-out hit to do it. Ball misses low, so full count now. Will Menace, number 24, waits on deck. Here's the 3-2. Ball skied directly up. Mikey Parrish showing the nimble feet, getting out of the way, as that one was the closest it's happened all tournament long. Flip-flops and all, moves up to the net for protection. Everything's all right. We'll get another 3-2 pitch with 2 outs, as that one went straight up and came straight down the chimney. The 3-2 pitch. Fastball gets it by him. And an emphatic Jordan Johnson comes off the mound with the fist pump, and he should after the tying run was cut down at the plate, and then a strikeout to strand 2 more. Keeps the Dream alive and the lead, 7-6. And don't go away, folks. We got a lot more baseball to go. Mikey Parrish to make it even a more dramatic last inning, ladies and gentlemen, cutting down the tying run at the plate due to the time limit constraints. The time limit has been reached, and that strikeout right there by Jordan Johnson and the catch by the catcher and throw to the plate to cut down the tying run at home plate will end the ball game. As you saw how excited I was, if I would have known the time limit was hit, I would have went absolutely bananas. So that's going to be a win for the Dream. The Dodgers will fall to 2-1. The Dream will go to 1-2. And we'll have the rest of the games. Wisconsin lead at 3-0. The Dodgers scout team will go down to 2-1. Sticks Browning right now at 2-1. And the Furia Rip City Raiders at 0-3. They'll be coming up next.
Who said that?
We'll be right back after this.
The Dodgers aren't going to play with 2. They don't have a choice. It's not their decision. They don't have a choice. They have to play.
Stand by. We're going to have some controversy at Tropicana Field between the event runners and the team. So we're back for more baseball, folks. right, folks, after the confusion there, I believe the Florida Dodgers were going to go ahead and concede the loss because they have enough wins and runs to move on, just trying to save their own pitching, I believe is what happened, but they do not have a choice. So Ellis Appling will be at the plate. Keatsman will remain on the mound in a 7-6 ball game. Appling with a good, healthy cut, looking for some we apologize for the confusion. We were confused in the building as well. Got straightened out quickly by tournament director. That ball is going to be hit in the gap. Try to be backhanded, not have time. Makes the throw anyway, which would have been a nice throw. Going to be hit in the gap. Try to be backhanded, not have time. Makes the throw anyway, which would have been a nice throw, but not in time to get Ellis Appling. So a discombobulated Mikey Paris here at Tropicana Field, but we're going to try to get it all straightened out, and we do. Dodgers trail 7-6. This is Keon Johnson with nobody out and a runner at first. Here's the first pitch from Keatsman. Throw down to second. Will not make it in time. So the ball, stolen base at second base puts the runner in scoring position in the 1-0 now. Keon Johnson. That just misses down. Folks, you can feel it in the building as it was all hugs and kisses and butterflies in the first 2 days. Now we're getting down to trying to get to the championship game, and the intensity has picked up, no doubt about it. That ball is fisted. It may fall into center field. I think it will. Now it bounces over the head of Murray. Another sponge ball, and that's going to allow a run to score. Got caught in no man's land on whether he wanted to dive or try to keep the ball in front of him. And at Tropicana Field and on this turf, that decision can happen, and that's the result. A triple and an RBI for Keon Johnson, and that'll put the Dream back ahead 8-6. Murray just found himself in no man's land. Once he decided he wasn't going to dive, that ball was going to get over his head. That is something that I've seen happen to many a major leaguers, Mr. Murray, so don't sweat it. So with nobody out and a runner at third, this is Ethan DeJesus. The crowd fired up for the Dream as they've had a first couple of disappointing days. I think Coach Burris would definitely agree to that. And today they have struck the ball well, got some good pitching from Cope. And now the relief pitcher with a huge strikeout last inning to keep the game 7-6, 8-6 at this point. Off speed, misses over the head of Ethan DeJesus. Thank you very much, Joe Flanagan. We're working on the Wi-Fi. It's going in and out on me too, but hopefully you'll be able to catch everything you need to see, and we'll try to get our power up a tad in between games. Keon with the triple, the bouncing triple, stand-up triple nonetheless. For Keon Johnson with the RBI, making it 8-6, gives them some more breathing room if the Dodgers do get up. That ball is drilled deep into shallow center field. Murray has some trouble in the sky of the dome. He goes to second and will not get to play. That will plate another for the Dream. And the Dream out of the dugout excitedly, which will be an error on the center fielder, but wind up at second. As that makes it 9-6 now. And now we'll have a pitching change. 125 pitches can be thrown by pitchers for the duration of the 3-day tournament. As the pitching chain comes down, this is Mikey Paris. We'll try to catch our breath, and we'll be right back. Mikey Parrish Live back in a ball game that has everything but the kitchen sink. Unbelievable, folks. You will not believe the plays if you haven't seen it today, or if you have seen it, you won't believe it. With nobody out, runner at second, a 9-6 lead for the Dream. Here's a pitch by the new pitcher, Colton. It's a line drive right to second base. Get over there for the first out. Let him move the runner up. Colton Galat is now on the mound. I put Nate Wade back in left field. And J.J. Matusin fills the ground ball and throws over to Mason Jones for the first out of the inning. So bring up Big John Robbins with a runner at third, trying to plate the 10th for the Dream. We've had balls kick off the back to get a runner out at the plate. And that catches Jones in the back of the arm just by a nick. So he'll go down to first and third now. Or John Robbins, I'm sorry. Hit by. Here's Cope now. Pitcher that did an excellent job for the first 3 innings. Ran into a little trouble in the 4th when the game got tight. But nice relief pitching from Jordan Johnson. Get him out of trouble. Big swing by the lanky lefty. 0-1 from Colton Galat. We've had balls bound over outfielders' heads. We've had balls hit to the gap. Or 2 RBI doubles. We've had a line drive that was almost a double play. First almost a base hit, then almost a double play, then an error thrown off that got 2 runners at second and third. Ball fisted down the left field line, but foul. That got the Dodgers with runners in scoring position to put those 4 up. They got within 6-4. Just momentum shifts left and right in this game. You're in the Tampa Bay area. This game has been just like the SheiKra roller coaster at Busch Gardens. Spin you around, up and down, back and forth. Pele, the umpire, showing off right quick. He catches the ball off the foot right into his hand. Here's the 0-2. Umpire Jared Neal will tell you that he never practices that, but let me tell you, he's at home practicing that. Here's the 1-2 with a big lead at first. Steps off. Hope I didn't freak out Colton Galat. Am I talking too loud? You might have heard me from right here. The 1-2 now. This is this down. Runner on a delayed steal. That is something we have not seen yet today. A delayed steal comes in. Now they're going to get rid of the plate, and he does not get the tag. Folks, add that to the list of interesting things we've seen in this game. A delayed steal now, where the runner will take just a couple steps, look like a secondary lead, will wait for the ball to get almost to the catcher, and then run. The outfielders the infielders are keeping their eyes on the plate for the batter. No one sees that he's going, and the catcher does not have time to do it. Brandon High alum and great catcher Frankie Paco Cruz used to do that for Brandon High School at least once a game until they caught on. He would do the delayed steal. No one's looking at the runner anymore. Just the timing has to be perfect. Cope fouls off a pitch right into the mitt. So Colton Galat gets the big man to go down swinging for the second out. The delayed steal, folks, is definitely an art form. You have to time it just right. And Big John Robbins did. And when I speak of Frankie Cruz, they were similar builds and not the fastest man. But if you time the delayed steal well, you catch everybody napping. Here's Jared James now, trying to pick up one more for the Dream in a 10-6 ball game. I thought we were running out of things we were going to see in this game, and a delayed steal breaks out. And you could tell Josh Burris was basically a first-round draft pick and almost a major leaguer before injury, pulling out the delayed steal. You don't see that hardly ever in the bigs anymore just because of the arm strength of the catchers. But when it happens and you catch everyone napping, you will go into second base standing up. I just happened to catch it in the corner of my eye, and I knew exactly what it was. So a 1-1 pitch now to Jared James, trying to get this third out. 1-2, paints the corner black. In the words of Mick Jagger, paint it black, son. So 1-2 with 2 outs. Ball that ran in on the hands of Jared James. He somehow pulled his hands in to get the small part of the bat on it, but he stays alive, 1-2. It's been a fantastic ball game to start out the day between these two ball clubs. Again, running in on the hands. Got a little bit more of the fat part. So it stays 1-2. Jared James battling to stay alive. As he's a little bit closer and a little bit closer of getting the barrel on the bat and squaring one up. Here's the pitch. Goes with the curveball because he was on the fastball, and he fouls that one off as well. So a heck of a battle here between Galat and Jared James. Even with still a 1-2 count, Galat is not giving up on the strike zone. Keeps filling it up. Galat keeps fouling him back. The 1-2 again. And fouled back again. As with every foul ball, the crowd appreciates it a little more and gets a little louder. The crowd for both players, the pitcher and the hitter. And he gets it finally in on the hands on the inside corner. Jared James just couldn't catch up to that one. That's a pitcher-batter battle that you love to see in these kind of games. But nonetheless, it's 10-6. And we'll be right back with Stream Live Tampa. Back at Tropicana Field. We'll see how long we go right here. But Jordan Johnson back on the hill for the Atlanta Dream. The Georgia Dream here with Cole Dennis at the plate. He skies one deep to center field. Davis is out there, camps under, and makes the play. Ball struck very well by Dennis, but just straight up. And with the 4-run lead, outfielders playing deep, he camped right underneath it. Here's Rosenstone now. First pitch swinging, very aggressive. Why not? You're down by 4. Get your hacks in. Right on that pitch. The 5'3", 104-pounder with a healthy cut. This is way outside. That was exactly the pitch. Now this guy's just showing off. Another kick to the head by home plate umpire Jared Deal. Showing very good dexterity and eye-hand coordination. Still got a piece. That's going to mask the catcher. So the umpire will go out to give him a second to shake the cobwebs. So Keon's in center field now. Thank you, guys. These guys will go over to the official scores table and make some changes, and I just can't catch it with my headphones on. So I appreciate any help I can get from home or in the building. It'll be a 1-2 count with 1 out. As the catcher does a cartoon, aye, aye, aye. Gets the cobwebs out of his head. This will be Graham Rosenstone with a 1-2 count, awaiting the pitch from Jordan Johnson. Here it is. Misses just out. 2-2. Attempted the frame. It's a little low. I believe it was out a little bit. So 2-2 now. To Rosenstone. Just missed up. Just above the letters on the 5-3 Rosenstone. So 3-2 now. On the outside corner for the strikeout. Good little battle there for the first out of the game. First out of the inning. 2 down. So this will be Wade. Moves him off the plate there. Just a bit inside. Do a little Harry Doyle. Here's the 1-0. Right in there. Tell you, when Jordan Johnson finds that release point, that ball gets there in a hurry. It seems to just shoot right out of his hand. One misses up. Nate Wade looking to extend the ball game. 2-1 count. One misses out, 3-1. Here's a 3-1 to Wade. That one's in there, 3-2 now. So a payoff pitch will be coming. As I believe we have a rehabbing Rays pitcher in the right field corner getting loose. Hit the ball, hit to third now. Davis makes the play. The long throw over to Robbins. He can't make it, so a runner will go to second. He'll hold up there on the error on the throw. John Robbins will probably tell you he probably should have made that play, but it ball in the dirt, he could not pick it out. It's a lefty, a raised lefty down in the pin. And if you know anything about the Rays pitching staff, it could be one of 5 guys. Here's the pitch. Ball gets through. Little pass ball. Runner will go to third. So Jordan Johnson trying to finish it up from a great bounce back win for the Dream. 11 hits for the Dream today. Fastball right in there. Caleb Keitzman at the plate. Swung through that fastball. And here's the pitch. Another dotted to deep left field. We get a bat flip, and it's not gone. Absolutely, why not? Let me tell you something for Keitzman. He will never live that down from his friends and buddies that were here today, and they will let everyone know about it. But I would do the exact same thing if I felt I struck one that well. Just didn't have the distance. It sounded like a home run off the bat. Everyone in the building thought it was, especially Caleb Keitzman. But it fell just short.
Please tell me y'all watched the bat flip.
We were gonna
That's all I cared about.
We are going to take a little break right here where they possibly make a pitching change. We'll be right back for Stream Live Tampa. So Chris Guillory will take the mound now in a game that has everything, including now a bat flip single, which will forever be known as the Caleb Keitzman bat flip single at Tropicana Field. The ball was absolutely juiced to left field. It fell just short, but we had a beautiful bat flip by Caleb Keitzman for a single, a ball that bounced to the wall. It was wonderful, a beautiful sight to see. So Chris Guillory to the hill, and this will be the shortstop, Trip Hanna. With 2 outs in a 10-7 game and a 2-0 count to Hanna. 1-0. Okay. Brody Craft is up. I apologize. Right fielder Brody Craft. Sky to left field. No bat flip this time, but it still may end up being a hit. Left fielder makes the play for the final out of the ball game. So to finish it up, 10 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors for the Dreams, 7 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Dodgers. We'll see how things shake out, but that'll be a final for the first game from Tropicana Field. I'm Mike Parrish with Stream Live Tampa. We'll be back for our second game, probably 12:45.